let's transition back over into what we normally get into, our NFL stuff. And obviously, the biggest thing I think today being talked about is the NFL overtime rules. NFL overtime, which in my opinion, and I think my opinion has been validated, like solidly validated, is that it is perfectly balanced. NFL overtime as we know it in the regular season, perfectly balanced. When you combine the postseason with it, I think that the team that wins the coin toss prior to these rules being changed, the team that has won the coin toss since they've changed the rules, including the postseason, has won 52% of the time. Perfectly balanced. It's balanced.
I saw something different. There, I saw a stat that was like 10 out of 12.
That's in the postseason. That's in the postseason.
Okay.
In the postseason, the playoff, the team that wins the toss has won 10 out of 12. But overall, it is much more balanced. It's a 52% overall for the team that wins the toss, which, okay, obviously that's 48% for the team that doesn't. That is about as closely balanced as you're going to get when it comes to, levity. The NFL has now changed these rules. So in the postseason, the rule changes. Now both teams will get an opportunity on offense. Now this is where, again, you have just created a problem. You're giving an answer to a problem that really didn't exist, and you created inadvertently a new problem, which I'll explain in a minute.
This just kicks the can down the road a little bit. As far
That's all it does. Now, why does it do that? Because now, whereas previously the goal was to win the coin toss, now in the postseason, the goal will be to defer if you win the coin toss. Because you don't want to have the ball first if you know you're going to get the possession. You want to let the other team have the ball first.
So you can see what you need to do.
You can see what you got to do to win the game. So it's going to just flip and be the team that gets the ball first loses the majority of the time. I promise you, in the postseason, that's what's going to happen. Because now, if you're the Chiefs and you get that coin toss in the divisional round, you say, we're going to kick it to Buffalo, and we're going to see if they can go 75 yards to score from their 25-yard line. And if the Buffalo Bills can't score a touchdown,
now you just kick a field goal.
You kick a field goal, it means nothing. You just got to beat a field goal. Now, also, there's another scenario. If you get the ball first and it's 4th and 5 at your own 35, 40-yard line, you're going to punt. So now you're in a hole. Because now the other team
now
got to kick a field goal to win.
Yeah, now any scorer wins. Well, yeah.
Now, if it's 4th and less than 10, anywhere outside your own 40-yard line, you got to go for it.
Going for it.
So it's going to be 4-down football the rest of the field. If the team that gets the ball first scores a touchdown, well, what's going to happen now is teams are going to want to go for 2-point conversions all the time. Because you want to make it so that they can't beat you. They can only tie you. So what if you miss that 2-point conversion? Then
maybe
your coach
you should
is
just
going to
make you go for the 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it should be like a I believe if you're going to do it like that, it has to be a non-debatable. You have to go for 2. So then it's either 8. You get 8 points and they can go for the tie, or you get 6 points and they gonna go for the win.
But I mean, essentially, I think that's what it's gonna boil down to. Why would you kick that extra point if I could? Because you don't have to go for 2. That's what I'm saying. If you kick
go
the
for
extra
2,
point, now you're setting yourself up to lose.
Yeah, but you know what the percentages are on.
But I mean, cats are missing extra points nowadays with the
they sure are
from the 15-yard line. So
they sure are.
That's not even a guarantee.
That's not guarantee.
Now granted, I'm sure it's a higher likelihood of making the extra point than a 2-point conversion, but it's not like NFL blitz where it's automatic.
No, I agree. I think that even with the 2-point conversion being a factor, I think that is something that's a bit of a bait, because 2-point conversions are like less than 40%.
Oh wow.
I think it's like right. Let me check. I think it's like right around like 40%, close to 40% or just under. Overall, 48%.
So the opposite of the coin toss.
Yeah. It's like you're literally just splitting hairs on a 50-50 success rate, whether it be getting the ball first in regular OT or scoring a 2-point conversion
so
after you score a touchdown.
You're complaining about the same shit, except
it's just you're just moving it to different parts of the game.
At least my quarterback got the ball back, you know. At least my offense got a chance. Like, well, shit, we still scored, and then you know the next possession you can kick a field goal and win the game. So,
and look, I mean, one of the things that kind of kills me is that, like, look, I feel like the game is so much more. I feel like it's so much more entertaining, to me personally, when in the postseason, and look, this was probably the greatest postseason the NFL's ever had. The one that we just went through.
There was only one game that didn't come down to the wire.
The Bills beat the Patriots. They beat the shit out of the Patriots. That was what it was.
Yep.
But the thing about overtime, as it had been before they just changed these rules, the thing about overtime was that it literally puts the onus on each group's unit that is on the field to basically change the game. The offense, you got to go score a touchdown. But at the same time, defense can win the game. And we've seen it happen. The defense can change the game, and that's what makes it even, is that not just because the offense has the ball does it mean they have a favor, that they're solely favored to win. Because we saw the very next week, after people complained about the Bill situation, we saw the very next week the exact same thing play out. Yeah, everyone in that stadium cheered like they were in the Super Bowl already when the fucking Chiefs won that coin toss against the Bengals. And those bums went 3 and pick. 3 and pick.
I will say that's the way the game is played now and officiated. I would say it skews to the offense. I mean, being offensive guys, I'm slightly biased.
I won't deny that.
But
I won't deny that.
It's not like we're talking about 1985 or something.
Yeah.
And a defense. I mean, the best defenses in the league now are still giving up damn near 20 points. So it's not like anyone's out there really stopping cats left and right. But they stopped them that once, and all it takes.
That's all that matters.
They might beat us 99 times, but not tonight.
They might have scored on every possession they had during the game. But when it came down to the one possession that mattered, the Bengals picked them off and they won the game and went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I mean,
and damn near came back to win the Super Bowl.